Today we take a question about what trends do I see and what are the next progressions in the evolution of social media. I run through about 3 or 4 of the main things that are on our radar right now that we are looking at in terms of audience build, audience capture and engagement, with a friendly reminder at the end that none of this can be about vanity, but ultimately building long-term relationships with customers that we can add value to.
28 and I'm trying to shape history, pulling from the sky for some strength to take with me, line up the stars, fly away quickly and push the world forward like a tidal wave hit me. I ride the wave swiftly, I fear no man.
Today we take the question from a great man named Marky Moon on Facebook, who asks, Rosie,
what do you think will be some of the next progressions in this evolution of social media?
What do I think will be the next progressions in the evolution of social media? This is a very good question, Marky, because there is an opportunity and even an onus on all of us as business owners, as marketers, as anybody in the world, not just even the commercial world, to know what's going on and to know where things are going as opposed to where things are now, or particularly where things were 20 years ago, as often happens. Let me give you the top 3 things in terms of the stuff that we're thinking about. The first thing is around video, right? Snapchat is one of the fastest growing platforms right now. Obviously in Snapchat, for those of you that aren't using it, if I send you a chat, the minute I send you a video, the minute you watch the video, it disappears, or the photo or the message, it disappears. Or I can put it on my story, in which case it's there for 24 hours. If you're not on Snapchat, make sure you get on it. If you are, add me, Jack Delosa. What that means is Snapchat, highly growing, age brackets moving up, the engagement is through the roof, the enjoyment of using the platform and the sort of user experience is incredible. And what that means is that to the transient nature of this form of communication, it disappearing either when the person looks at it or 24 hours later, lends itself to informality and authenticity, which is a growing trend right throughout every social media platform, which is about having things, maybe with the exception of Instagram, where it's more about beautiful things and, beautiful imagery. But for a lot of the other platforms, it's really becoming about informality, authenticity, just being real, dropping the mask. Facebook Live video is also another big thing. Historically, up until like last week or the week before, it was only available to people with authenticated accounts. So if you had a blue tick, you could have used it. If you didn't, you couldn't. Whereas now it has been opened up to absolutely everybody. So you right now can go onto Facebook and go post, and there'll be an option to do live video, hit live video, and then you're rolling live to your Facebook audience straight away via video. Now again, that's obviously live, right? So you don't get the opportunity to film it in front of a camera and take 6 takes and piece it all together later and all that sort of stuff. You're going live. So again, authenticity, informality, and just being really happy with imperfection. That's really paramount right now. The other thing that you guys will see come out in April, which is happening at the moment for some users over in the States, and it'll be in Australia in April, is Facebook Instant Articles. More social channels, exactly what LinkedIn did about probably 6 or 12 months ago. With Facebook Instant Articles, you'll be able to blog in Facebook, and it'll appear on your news feed as if it was a link, how you currently see if someone links to a different article, big bold sort of heading and a paragraph, then you click see more, rather than it taking you to jackdelosa.com or the-entourage.com. It'll expand itself in Facebook in and of itself, which means obviously Facebook want us to spend more time on that specific platform. It's what LinkedIn did about a year ago now. And Facebook are about to introduce it here in Australia as well. So that will be a big opportunity. Generally speaking, whenever they introduce a new feature, they boost it. They artificially boost it to encourage more people to use it and to ensure it gets seen as a new feature, which obviously encourages adoption for that particular new feature. The other thing that's now happening obviously is Instagram ads, obviously through the Facebook platform as well, like in terms of generating, you go through Facebook to do it. But you're now able to place ads through Instagram. The one thing there is that it does need to be beautiful, right? In terms of, whereas all the other things I'm talking about, unfiltered and rough and all that sort of stuff, Instagram can be, it still needs to be authentic, but it just needs to look nice, right? if you want to advertise in Instagram, it needs to look native to that particular platform. I need to look at your ad and firstly be compelled by it, but not feel like I'm being sold to in Instagram, which might make me flip past your ad, which might make me go, I don't want to see ads from these people anymore, might make me just close the app altogether, right? So things are always changing. Video's a big one. Snapchat, Facebook Live vid. Being native in platforms like Facebook Instant Articles and LinkedIn. What are LinkedIn called? Like LinkedIn Posts. Yeah, LinkedIn Posts. And Pulse. Okay. LinkedIn Pulse. And then within Instagram, doing native ads and all that stuff as well. So authentically distributing content native to the platform and ensuring you know what's coming up, because when they release a feature, you can jump on it straight away. The early adopters will be boosted to an artificially high degree, which is always good in terms of getting engagement. The other thing I will say is this. There is so much talk around social media right now, as there should be, right? If you go back and read UnProfessional, which I wrote 3 or 4 years ago, I talk, like a lot of the markets is about audience capture, create relationship with an audience, right? So that is as important, if not more important, than it has ever been. However, what is equally important, if not more important, is then what you do with it, right? So make sure that as we're talking social media, as we're talking engagement, as we're talking adoption, as we're talking audience build, also put thinking into engineering a funnel and a relationship builder on the back of everything you're doing on social, with the ultimate objective to win customers. Ultimately, you will be able to provide the most value to your customers or to your users or to your database, whatever it might be, right? But there needs to be Rome. What is your Rome? What is your ultimate destination? And then all roads, all channels, everything we do, all roads ultimately need to lead to Rome. So this isn't about likes. It's not about comments. It's not about popularity or vanity, right? Engagement is incredibly important, but not for vanity, for the importance of actually touching people's lives and being able to add value to them. So focus on the audience capture, also focus on the relationship building process with the audience so that you can ultimately turn them into customers and turn them into very meaningful, deep, long-term relationships.
I've just actualized a wish that I dreamed as a kid. 'Cause I'm lighting up the stars. You know